Everybody, it's Chef Rob from the Kitchen Market and Chef in Your Kitchen, in my kitchen. I thought today I'd share a fun little recipe with you. It's one that I actually learned when I started culinary school. I don't know for a lot of you out there, I always found baking was tough. It was always difficult for me in that baking, getting the right ingredients and stuff like that. Going to culinary school, I started learning all the tricks and stuff like that to make beautiful homemade breads and that. But one of the things I learned quickly is baking really comes down to, it's the exact, right? It's all the exact measurements and stuff like that. One of the things I found is a scale. A scale is the key factor in when you're doing baking and that, so doing breads and stuff like that, because really it helps you get that exact measurements. It allows you to up your recipes or down your recipes. So either way, you can, and the scale really helps you. And the amount of success you're going to have baking using the scale far exceeds what not using it. That okay? So absolutely, scale, number one tool. Add that into your kitchen of tools. It is great for baking and stuff like that. Okay, so today I wanted to make one of my first breads I learned in culinary school. A real fun bread. It's a focaccia bread. And it's one of those ones that you can add things to. It is a great bread for soups and stuff like that. So it's just an all-around great bread, easy to make. All right, so let's jump in here and make it. Okay, so starting with my flour. So I have my flour all set. And again, it's bread flour we use for this one. I always find when I'm making breads, and that bread flour is one that gives it a nice crispiness, the outer coating, it's got that nicer flavor. I know people ask me, what's in between all-purpose and bread flour. And really for breads, bread flour is the key one. But again, if you can't find it, use all-purpose, okay? All right, so got my flour. I'm gonna add my yeast to it. And it's just a dry instant yeast I'm using, okay? So I'm gonna add my yeast to my flour. Now, a couple different things you can do with yeast, and I do too, is you can activate it using the water versus putting it in the flour and stuff like that. So, different ways of doing it, okay? So anyways, so I'm just gonna add that yeast, mix it in with the flour, get it all mixed, okay? Next, I got my warm water, and it's just really warm tap water. That's all I'm using. I'm just from the tap in that. So nice and warm in that. So I'm gonna add my sugar to it, okay? Now, again, when I was saying about yeast and that, you can put your yeast in with your warm water and start getting it proofing. That's one technique. You may see it in recipes. The other technique is just adding it to your flour, your yeast, and then adding your sugar and your warm water just to really activate the yeast in that. And the other thing is, if you're not really into sugar, you can sub in honey, same ratio, okay? So I'm gonna add my water to my flour, okay? So in this one, I'm just gonna use a simple spatula to mix it. If you have a bread mixer, you can mix it in there and stuff like that. But it's really one that you can simply just with kind of going down the sides of the sides of the bowl, and just sort of mixing it in, okay? So we're just gonna mix it in, get it to that real nice blend, and you just keep kind of rolling the dough over. So I get it to really that point, okay? So I'm just not very long, just putting in. In this recipe, I like onions in it. Again, this is one of the ones. If you don't like onions, don't add it to it. Also, I have done this with caramelized onions. Beautiful with it. So just caramelizing my onions ahead of time in that. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep mixing this. And again, I'm just sort of kind of turning it over using the spatula and just keep mixing it. All right, so I got my onions mixed in, so now I'm just gonna add my salt. And again, you know me, I'm a kosher salt guy. So just adding my kosher salt in there, and I'm just gonna mix that in there. Again, you could do this simply with, put on a little flour on the board and just knead it by hand. One of the things you'll find with this dough, it's a sticky dough, okay? So it's a very sticky dough. But again, like, I just find just with the spatula, just sort of kind of turning it over and just sort of almost kneading it with that spatula, okay? So again, as you can see, like, it's a very sticky dough, okay? So we'll get that all on there nicely. Good. So I got my dough all mixed up in that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna oil this bowl, and the reason I'm putting this olive oil on it is just to help it after it rises, it's easier to get out and easier to work, okay? So let's add our olive oil in there. I'm just gonna roll it around the olive oil. There we go. Okay, so real fast and simple, easy to make, mix up in that. So what I would do with this, I just cover it with some saran wrap, put a towel over it in a nice warm room. I would just let it then set and double in size. So generally like 45 minutes to an hour, it should double in size in that, okay? And again, just saran wrap over it, and then a dishcloth or something that just to cover it up, and then in a nice room in that, okay? Good. So I'm just gonna throw that over here. Earlier I put a batch together for us. And again, so that's the same amount of flour and dough in here. Just look how much that it raised, right? All right, so there we go. So I got it doubled in size for me. Got it all set, it's all mixed. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna grab a nice sheet pan. I wanna set my oven at 400, okay? And then all I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna kind of lay this in here. And again, as you can see, it's a very, very sticky dough, okay? So I'm just gonna try to work it out with the olive oil. And see, I'm just sliding it on. Oh, beautiful, excellent. So if you can see it, so I got all that nice air in it and stuff like that. I got that olive oil on it. So what I'm gonna do is just take my fingers and I just wanna poke some holes in it, and not all the way through. I'm just sort of spreading it out. And again, this is one where you can sort of kind of play with it. You can make it a square, you can make it a round, whatever shape you want. So I'm just sort of poking my fingers in it and just sort of kind of pushing down. What it's gonna do, it's really gonna put some more air bubbles in there into that bread now, okay? All right, so bread's all set. I'm just gonna add a little more olive oil to the top. And then I'm gonna add some nice rosemary. So I just got some nice dry rosemary. You can add fresh rosemary. I've also done this recipe with actually, instead of onions, I actually mix the fresh rosemary right in the dough and that, okay? So I'm just gonna sprinkle that with some dry rosemary. Oh, it looks beautiful. And if you like, you can also put a little more salt on the top, or just put a little dry rosemary. Okay, so next thing I want to do is I want to take this now. So I originally mixed it, put it away, doubled it in size. Now I just want this to double again, about 15 minutes. I'm just going to let it rest in that, okay? You don't need to cover it. You don't need to cover it or do anything of that with it, okay? So I'm just going to let that rest, and then I'm going to put it in the oven at 400 for around 15 minutes. And you'll see it. It's almost like that golden brown in that, okay? All right. Okay, so earlier I made a couple of them just so we can get a look at them in the finished process and that, okay? Now, I took that same recipe mixture, and then I just sort of kind of cut it in half. So you can make smaller ones, you can make bigger ones, you can really bring it together and make it higher or lower or whatever. So it's really around one of those breads where you have some fun with it and put it in that shape you really like, okay? So what I have here is I did one with the rosemary on it, right? So it's got that beautiful rosemary on it. And again, it's if you can see, it's a nice dough. It's got a beautiful flavor, a little air bubbles and stuff like that. And again, you can really build that up and make it nice, a bigger loaf of it, okay? So that's really play around with it, you know, what kind of shape you want into it. And it's, again, just what I do is I'll just slice it and then serve it out that way. Okay, so that's one way of doing it. But then I thought, hey, let's have some fun here. One of the things I love about this focaccia bread, it's a great base for a lot of things, right? So one of the things I love on it is taking some nice fresh cherry tomatoes, right? So again, you can add a little more olive oil on it again. Okay, so I love taking some nice fresh cherry tomatoes and just sort of kind of chopping them up, throw them on. And these are ones I got from my garden. Aren't they amazing this time of the year? And wow, and man, at the market this is, you get all those beautiful tomatoes and fresh vegetables. Oh, it's incredible. All right, so there we go. So I got some nice tomatoes on here. All right, yeah, and then I got a little bit of feta cheese. I can throw a little bit of feta on there. Just sprinkle a little bit of feta all over that on the top. And oh, it's never finished until, and I'm just gonna slide this out of the way first. It's never finished until you take a little balsamic. And this is just a balsamic smoke glaze. I got, any grocery store will have these ones. And then and there you go, just drizzle that on, and there's another way to serve a focaccia. So lots of different ways of doing it. It's a great bread. It's a great bread for soups. You can do a lot of different things with this focaccia. Lots of stuff with it, and really play around with it. But it's a really good, tasty bread to add with anything in that. And again, great base. So again, Kitchener Market, open every Saturday from 7 till 2. Vendors are on kitchener.ca/vendor site. And hey, again, if you have any questions, let me know. Fill it out in the comment section. I'll get back to you right away. And I'm always looking for some feedback from you guys on some of the recipes maybe you'll like to see in the future. All right, everybody, thanks for joining in. Be safe. Have a great evening.